Okay, we are now live. It is currently 10 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time, Sunday, the 17th of March 2024. Sorry for the slight delay. Welcome to another episode of Technically Speaking. Give me 1 second, guys, and let me just make sure everything is working on YouTube. Okay. 1 second, guys. Watch and Sensei. Okay. Guys. Watch and Sensei. Ken, could you just say something? Just because I wanna check what it's like on
What's
on
up?
YouTube. 1 sec.
Yo,
All right, cool. I'm gonna assume that the YouTube is working. Assume that YouTube is working. Okay, welcome to another episode of Technically Speaking, which is a free weekly webinar covering everything charts, data, technicals with my co-hosts BitBlond and Dansan.
Let's get it. Come on.
Let's get it. Okay, so interesting times right now. Bitcoin at ultra highs, and then obviously it's taking a bit of a pullback. Let's see what BitBlond's thinking. Let's see what Jay's looking at. But before we get started, of course, we've got to do the quick intro for the newbies who haven't been here before. So, if you aren't already, follow us at Blockchain Sensei Instagram. We do 3 free webinars a week. When are the webinars, Jay?
The webinars are on Monday, Friday, and today, Sunday.
Yes, sir. And what's the difference between the webinars?
Well, so Monday is called Game, where we analyze macroeconomics, stocks, and some cryptocurrencies as well. Friday is NFT Fridays, where we go into NFTs, aka non-fungible tokens, right? And we see how that is going to take over the creative scene. And Sundays, of course, we have none other than Technically Speaking, where we dive into straight technical analysis, my personal favorite. And yeah, we're going to drop some serious alpha for you guys. It's all about whether or not you're ready to water these seeds we're about to plant in your imagination.
Yep. And after Ramadan, come next month, we will continue with our in-person workshop in Manchester called Trade Tech, which is Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Big ups to Ken in the room, as he's been a avid attender to our in-person events. Click the link. Yes, sir. Click the link in the Blockchain Sensei bio, and this is where you will find the link to our free webinars, our free Telegram, our YouTube that has all the replays, all our social medias, and then we've got the Dojo subscription call, which as of this month, we're gonna consolidate to one pricing point. And we're thinking the price is going to be around £100 a month. So if you want to sign up on a lower tier, this month is pretty much your last chance. Okay, so let's get into the disclaimer, and then let's see what, first of all, BitBlond thinks of the markets. So, disclaimer, terms and conditions, all content for education, information, and entertainment purposes only, and it should not be considered as investment advice to buy, sell, hold any assets, or place any trades. Please always do your own what, guys?
Research.
Yes. Our content is intended and should only be used for informational use only. It's very important to do your own analysis before making any investments, which should be based on your own individual circumstances. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor. Jay, are you a professional financial advisor?
Nope.
BitBlond, are you a professional financial advisor?
No.
Ken, are you a professional financial advisor? No professional financial advisors in the house. Alternative, you should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor. Alternatively, independently research and verify all. and any information you may find in our show that you may wish to rely upon, whether you wish to make investment decision or otherwise. All investments come with what, guys?
Risk.
So please always do your own what, guys?
Research.
Yeah. Neither myself, Dublin, BitBlond. I'm assuming Kevin isn't a financial advisor. Welcome, Kevin. We do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors, but we're working in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, let us know so we can refer you to an accredited financial advisor. BitBlond, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm fine, all good. Can I just have
Oh,
the
yes.
report going on, please?
Yeah. Let me make you co-host. Boom.
Yes.
All right.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, the floor is yours.
I'm good. Let's have a look on these charts and see what's going on. Not much going on, actually. I'm joking. It's always something going on in crypto. So yeah, we had this massive drop on the Bitcoin price. And, since we had this drop, I decided only to, buy the dip and keep trading at the 1 hour graph. So this scenario here, it's more on the 1 hour graph to the 4 hour graph. Okay. So if you go to the 4 hourly candles, you can see that we're bouncing back one more time, but I don't really have a target price. I will just be trading inside. Oh, pardon. Okay, 1 hour. I'll just be, trading longing and shorting, but I don't think that Bitcoin is gonna go like low as people are talking already on Twitter and everywhere. I don't see that massive drop anymore, but whatever. I just decided to be trading on the 1 hour time frame for these next coming weeks because you don't know what's going to happen. And I wanted to just make the most of my trades. So regardless of whatever is going to happen, I'll keep trading this week more into these more time frames. So Ethereum, it's pretty much on the same scenario as Bitcoin as usual, but like it's weird. Honestly, I was waiting Ethereum to play out a little bit harder, but I don't think that is the end of all pumps for Ethereum yet. So we're likely to see Ethereum going to 4,200 somewhere around before, having the massive correction. And once more, I've been buying in every single green circle. And that's what I'm going to do from now on. So I'm longing and see like if we're going to reach 4K. So I'll just exit and enter and exit and enter. As long as I'm profitable, I don't see any bad point on crypto yet. I think there is a lot of money in the market still from the ETF flows and everything else. So I'm not that bearish yet for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And also I'm longing Dogecoin, but that's the 15-minute. I just got a new position. So yeah, I'm trying to do more trades these days and enjoy more the volatility, to make more profits instead of just waiting on the 4 hourly candle. So I'll be trading on the 15 minutes to 1 hour and vice versa. Crypto bubbles is looking, so I would say today. So you had these massive moves. Near protocol, it's finally walking into the upside. I'm personally holding near to the all-time high because I like the project itself. So I'm not talking only on a trading side. So I'm very happy about Near protocol. What else? Solana, it's pumping. And, those are coins that you can actually trade. Dog with a hat. I'm very surprised with Dog with a hat, actually, because I mentioned at Voice of Crypto as well that where is the top? Because like even if you want to make a short position, it's very It's
I'm
very
gonna
difficult.
I'm gonna make a prediction with Dog with Hat, right? I think Dog with Hat can 10x from today's price. And I'm just gonna leave that there for when it's my time to talk at the end. Well, let me leave that there. Just because I said 10x from today's price doesn't mean that it can't draw down by 60% from today's price. I mean, from now at the top of the bull market. But let me just leave that as a dun, dun, dun on
All
why.
right, yeah, I might jump into dog with a hat because I was like, should I buy? Because it's pretty high, you know, like buying the top is not my intention at all. So yeah, guys, dog with a hat, it's a nice one for you to keep tracking. What else? Whatever is really, really deep today, it might be an interesting opportunity soon. Flocky is down 20%. So this one is a nice one. It's a lot of price action on Flocky. It's actually, you know, very, very volatile. Ton. This coin from Telegram, I actually regret not trading this coin, but he's doing great. So he's up 37% on the week. So yeah, that's an interesting one, coin. And it's probably a great coin to be tracking too, because, you know, everybody uses Telegram. So there is a lot of utility on it. And it's just the hype. So you might enjoy it as well. Jupiter is up 63.1%. Personally, not trading yet. What else? Dogecoin, that's the one I'm longing on the 15-minute time frame. I've been longing and shorting Doge a lot. So it's a cool one if you want to make and take opportunities on it. Gala is down 19%. So it might be a great opportunity to buy. What else? It's down. So we can talk about. Actually, Hex is being a little bit down, and it's not the first time that I see that. So it's down 30% on the weekly. Let's have a look on the charts.
Do you know why Hex is down?
No, I don't know. Like I've seen a couple of times.
So there's a macro reason why. It's because basically, do you know the difference between Hex and P Hex? There's a pulse chain Hex and Ethereum Hex, and they're two different prices.
No, I don't understand the network.
Okay, so I'm going to make everyone understand really easily the difference, right? Because Hex can be quite complicated for people who want to tap the ecosystem to understand. So the story of Hex was it's an Ethereum layer 2 with insane yield, so 38% APY. Then it built this ultra cult following, and it actually became a top 10 crypto with billions of market cap. But then Richard Hart, the CEO, started something called Pulse Chain, where everyone who was staking Hex got something called P-Hex, Pulse Chain Hex, and also people had the opportunity to sacrifice some Ethereum assets to get a copy on the Pulse Chain ecosystem. Now, Richard Hart has recently tweeted and basically said that P-Hex, Pulse Hex, is better than Ethereum Hex, which is what you're looking at, which obviously made the price tank. I did actually snipe this dip. And then now eHex is going to become a meme coin, they say.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's two types of hex, but it depends if you believe in the narrative or not. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed that the founder would say that, which makes me a bit sad because I was really bullish on Hex. But yeah, my consensus has kind of changed. I'm less ultra bullish on Hex itself, but I mean, price action wise, you're like what 100, 200x from all time high. I don't even know what the math is on that now. Now it's dropped to that price.
Well, the general consensus between hexagons is the E-hex will begin to have price action that's similar to a meme coin, whilst P-hex will have price action similar to, hex before the tank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I think it's an interesting tape to have a look on, but maybe you just want to trade or not hold. I don't know. That's up to you, But anyways, it's down 30%. So if you can manage to buy and make profits of it, it's interesting, because it seems to be, going sideways a little bit to pump again. So let's keep watching. Actually, I've seen this thing going down for a couple of days. So it might be a great time now to start buying or at least watching the next momentum where you can enter. Yeah, so 40% is an interesting dip. What else at voice of, crypto bubbles.
BitBlond. Hey, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said hi.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, can you do me a favor? Can you open the Bitcoin halving chat? I just want to I just want to do some analysis with you, and I mean, I have a narrative, so I'd want to share it with you.
Okay.
Can you open a Bitcoin halving chat?
That's the Bitcoin chart. Do you want the 4-hourly chart?
No, I mean halving.
Pardon.
Bitcoin halving, where all the the Bitcoin where all the
Oh,
past
okay.
5 years chat where the halving charts have where the halving has took place.
Munib, let's let BitBlond finish a bit.
Okay.
We will definitely cover that.
Yeah. I mean, anyways, long story short, I was just saying that, I'm personally this week's trading more into the 1 hour to 15-minute time frame, because regardless of what's going to happen next, I just want to make profits. So I'll be definitely taking opportunities at these smaller time frames. And yeah, we had this massive deep. Everybody was kind of, freaking out, telling that Bitcoin's going to deep, blah, blah, blah. But as we're going to talk about the halving, I don't think that Bitcoin is going to deep before the halving yet, because we had this massive money from BlackRock, MicroStrategy, and ETF flows. If you go to the ETF flow on Google, and you can find the balance and look into the data, how much money it's in this market at the moment. So unless everybody unless you don't see a massive sell, I would not be that bearish yet. So yeah, that's what I have for today. If you want, I can look at something else on crypto bubbles. If not, we can go and talk about the Bitcoin halving.
Let's talk about that. I think at the end. I think that's going to be a good way to finish off.
Okay. All right.
Cool. Can I jump in?
Yeah. Cool. Are you done with your BitBlond?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just not gonna do any target price on Bitcoin and Ethereum, because I'm just trading on these small time frames, and whatever is gonna go, I'm just gonna follow with it.
Okay. Yes. I agree. So, one of the macro reasons for the drop in prices is, I'm going to teach you guys a fundamental, and it's called the quadruple witching. Now, what is the quadruple witching? First of all, let me give you the quadruple witching dates in 2024 so you can be ready for the next quadruple witching. So, recently, on Friday, we had the third quadruple witching of the year. And does anybody know what the quadruple witching is? Let's start off with Dublin. Oh wait, no, Dublin's outside. It's fine. Okay, so the quadruple witching is basically a date where stock options expire. So it always happens on a Friday, and it happens every 3 months in the stock market. And it's basically where in crypto, when we do futures contracts, we usually have a perpetual futures, and we pay to keep that futures open. But usually, because crypto is so volatile, you will it'll either take profit or you'll get stopped out. In the stock market, options that can only last for a maximum of 3 months. So when the quadruple witching happens, everyone who is in profit, but hasn't hit their take profit will just the market will just take them into profit. And whoever is in a loss will just end up in a loss, right? So what happens on these quadruple witching days is that we have an insane amount of liquidity. Now, I didn't want to call this in terms of, I didn't know the market was going to go down. So I didn't want to do I wasn't brave enough to do like a social media call on it. But I did understand that on days of quadruple witching, expect high price action, whether that's up or down. So that's why I need to hold my spot positions. Let's have a look at some coin market cap. So obviously right now, the interesting thing about the market is Bitcoin's been soaring. We've not really had the crazy ETH run yet. Altcoins, it's not been all season yet, but we've skipped straight to the memes, which is supposed to happen at the end. I know everybody's everybody's interested in memes more than ever now, and so you should with calculated risk and reward. This is how I'd like this is my top tip when looking at memes, right? So remember, treat Dogecoin as the Bitcoin of the meme world. Treat Shiba as the Ethereum of the meme world, right? And when these two have insane price action, usually as in to the upside, it trickles down across the board. Now, first of all, let me give a mathematical reason why I think Dog with Hat can 10x from today's price. I maybe not from today's price. I more meant 10x from when it was like $2.50. So I don't usually like to do price prediction targets, but I'll give one for Dog with Hat between now and the top of the bull run. I do believe Dog with Hat can hit $25. Remember, just because I said it can hit $25 doesn't mean that it can't go down to $1.40 in the meantime, right? Because that can absolutely happen. In fact, I would kind of expect it to happen at some point because this has just been running up too much. This is what you got to think. And this is a top tip for people investing in the market. When you invest in something, I think it's great to consciously know not only the price, in fact, more importantly than the price, what the market cap was when you invested in it, right? So the major catalyst for meme coins going up has been Dogecoin going up, right? I've never seen a crypto market where meme coins are going crazy, but Dogecoin didn't lead the way. Also, remember, Dogecoin is in fact, I don't want to misquote. What was that thing that Reza said? He said it was the only coin or one of the only coins in the market to be all-time highs in 3 cycles. I think that's correct. It's either 2 or 3 cycles, right? So, as you can see here, right, let's take this preliminary date, the 23rd of February 2024. Since the 23rd of February 2024, there's been a $12 billion injection into Dogecoin. For all the newbies, price equals market cap divided by circulating supply. Price equals how much is invested in the asset divided by how many assets are in circulation. And this price formula stretches across the board. So we can see here that we've had since the 23rd of February a $12 billion injection. I mean, actually $14 billion injection. Now we've taken a few billion dollar drawdown, but basically between the 5th of March, between around the 24th of February to the 5th of March, there was a $14 billion injection into Dogecoin. $14 billion between the 24th of Feb and the 5th of March. This was a catalyst for Dog with Hat to explode. Now, first of all, I'm going to make a prediction that Dog with Hat is going to way outperform Flocky. I actually think that this meme coin doesn't have a great narrative. I think that this just kind of rode the meme hype in previous cycles. Have we actually reached an all-time high?
It's Vikings, I mean, that's what I thought. Vikings, the TV show.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Big.
But I've not seen much I guess you could say like community sentiment on Flocky. So I feel like it's only being pulled up by the meme by the rest of the meme coin market. So these are my consensuses. Flocky, not bullish on. Never owned it. Don't really understand why it really popped like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna mute other people's mics. Okay. The reason why I believe Dog with Hat is going to go to around $25 between now. I mean, not around. I'm going to say at least, right? Because I don't want to set a limit, but I believe it's going to exceed $25. Why? Because this is now just become part of. Remember, meme coins are about narrative, right? So, what's the narrative behind Dogecoin? The narrative behind Dogecoin is Elon Musk. Basically, right? And saying things like Dogecoin to the moon and accepting Dogecoin for Tesla payments, etc. And obviously, Doge is OG, right? I actually don't know on the top of my head what the ultra narrative was between Shiba and Pepe. Can't lie. Pepe is the meme, like the frog meme. I actually don't know the reason why. Do you know what?
I think it was just the second dog coin. Obviously, Doge was first, so it's just
Okay.
another dog coin.
Yeah.
Dog narrative, basically.
Okay, fair enough. This narrative here, Dog with Hat, mind you, we actually know somebody personally. This sounds absolutely crazy, but they invested $60 in a Dog with Hat back in I think October, September last year, and now they're sitting on 100 grand, which is absolutely crazy. The narrative behind Dog with Hat is that it's just popular. It's just inserted itself in a popular meme culture, and they don't actually promise anything.
Which means there's no ceiling.
Yeah,
Because
which means there's no
you can
ceiling.
only get disappointed when you have expectations. It can't really disappoint anyone because it's never given any expectations.
Yeah, that's it, right? And the reason why, because I need you guys to really understand why things have popped. Look, what was that preliminary date? 24th of February, right? So on the 24th of February, sorry. Also, pay attention to market cap action beyond price action. Market cap action is way more important, especially with memes, especially when the price is 0.00 something and it's too complicated to think about the price. Anyway, right, look. In the same time, there was a $14 billion injection in Dogecoin, which gave it more than a 2x. There was a $2 billion injection in Dog with Hat, right? 12 billion in Dogecoin, 2 billion in Dog with Hat, and that's the mathematical reason why it's done a crazy multiple. In fact, it's kind of crazy to think that it did 10x. Unfortunately, didn't even ride that wave, but it is what it is. That's fine. So what I would be looking at when it comes to meme world right now is, look, you can see that in the top memes, there's no cats. Except when. And that's still on 100. You know what? I think this might be a really good pick, because for those that don't know, the extreme bullish narrative behind when is, first of all, this is just crypto culture. When coin market cap, when gecko. That's literally all crypto people say all the time, right? Especially degens. And when was airdropped to any early adopter of Jupiter, which is the best Solana decentralized exchange in our opinion. And this is basically what me and Jay live on, to do perpetual futures and to do limits. And yeah, any early adopter of Jupiter, look, think of it like this, right? Look, think of this as narratives. Solana is the most exciting blockchain in crypto right now because it's easy, fast. It's fast and cheap, basically. Fast, cheap, and they're doing lots of real stuff in the real world. Shout out Super Team UK, and we know this personally, right? We've got a personal connection with them. Jupiter is the biggest or the most exciting decentralized exchange in arguably all of crypto, but for sure Solana. The Jupiter CEO is called Meow, for God's sake, right? Check out his interview with Luke Belmar. 1 second. Jupiter, right? So yeah, this is a really, really great interview. If this doesn't make you bullish on the whole kind of cat ecosystem, then I don't know. I don't know what is. So in terms of all picks, so in terms of meme picks, I think Wen is really good. I think this can get to $1 billion market cap. I don't really see why Wen wouldn't go to $1 billion market cap, but of course, as I've been saying consistently, because I'm somebody with conviction who doesn't just switch around coins all the time, and I try and focus on look. Don't give into sensational news about people making crazy money overnight. Stick with your plan, and I'm sticking with my plan. Omnicat and Any Inu are my two meme picks, and right now they are on the market cap that I want to buy in, and it's sub 20 mil. Yes, yes, fantastic. Omnicat is that sub 20 million market cap. This is amazing. This is amazing. And Any Inu, which I think is going to go on Binance. Why do I think it's going to go on Binance? Because it is already on the Indonesian subsidiary Toko Crypto. That's the macro indicator. And also Any Inu with the AI ticker is on sub 20 million market cap. Besides that, my picks remain the same. Everything that I've tweeted and said about, I still remain the same. I still have the same picks. Polygon Matic, Ethereum scaling, the biggest Ethereum scaling solution, more devs than even Solana, extremely undervalued, right? Just because I said undervalued, look, think about this. Polygon had more devs, 50% more new devs than Solana in 2023. But Solana has a 8.6x market cap or 8.7x market cap to Polygon. If you go to my Twitter, Ninja T owns 61, all the top 8 altcoins that I picked, I still stand by. Engine Coin, Litecoin, Polygon, except Hex. I'm gonna be honest. I've done my one investment and then I'm just gonna leave it because I'm not too sure where that was going. But yeah, Jay, do you wanna jump in?
No.
Yeah. Jay with the technicals. To stop sharing. 1 second, guys.
Okay, cool. You guys should be able to hear me. Clean this webcam. Cool. Okay, let's get it. What have the markets been saying today? I can't lie, I've been deep in meme degen land. It's been quite last what? I don't know. It's been quite an interesting last couple of weeks. Obviously, we've been seeing accelerated, bullish momentum just because, institutions are now buying Bitcoin en masse. I've heard a couple bits of news. Apparently, El Salvador is going to be buying 1 Bitcoin a day until it's basically too expensive for fiat. Of course, do your own research, right? This is just news I've heard. That doesn't necessarily mean it's true. there is just a lot of bullish talk in general. So I'm gonna head straight to good old deck screener. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna give you guys a few things I've learned today, or at least in the last few weeks, in terms of how to actually verify these meme coins. Also, potatoes popping. I can't lie. I put in quite a lot into it right now. I got in around here, right? Yeah, I think this is gonna do bits. Okay, cool. Where am I gonna start scaling out? I mean, it's mad. I can't believe that this coin is actually worth like 1.63 million. But obviously, they have a very small amount of potato coins. I think they're trying to maybe compete with Bitcoin. I want to look at this on CoinMarketCap, of course. Let's take a look and see what this is like. Okay, cool. Potato. Let's see. It's up 460% in the last 24 hours. So what does that mean? That means if you got in yesterday with $1, you would have that's like a $5.5. Also means if you got in with 1,000, you'd have 5.5 thousand. Right. Okay, cool. So very bullish. So what do I do when I see a meme coin? First thing I do on the Solana network is I go on to rugcheck.xyz. Right. Okay, it's just telling us danger. I didn't even see this. So this is quite a dangerous coin, apparently. But bear in mind that this can change very rapidly. I've still gone into it. And why is that? It's because I've been given enough information from circles I don't want to disclose, right? Because of course that's like I mean, it's probably something for our paying subscribers. But I can see here DEX score is really good. So even if, and what I've actually noticed is coins that are dangerous on RugCheck and good on DEX tools, like more often than not, from what I've witnessed, and bear in mind, I haven't witnessed all the coins that are dangerous on RugCheck, but have a DEX score on DEX tools of above 50, they tend to blow, I can't lie, because RugCheck is somewhat delayed. I remember, in fact, this was just today, I was looking at a meme coin, I was like, okay, cool, is this gonna do, the 25x that we were all looking for? And yeah, the first thing I saw was danger. So I'm like, okay, cool, it's got low liquidity. Apparently there were some issues with regards to centralization. Cool, I stayed out of it. But then I kept hearing it in different communities that I'm involved in, saying, yeah, this is gonna blow, this is gonna blow. So I was like, okay, why are they so bullish on this? I went back onto RugCheck and it said it was good. So I was like, oh, okay. Like less than an hour ago, this said danger on RugCheck, and now it's saying it's all good. Because bear in mind, guys, these tokens are very new. A lot of these haven't even been out for 24 hours. So you need to be mindful that it's going to take time before audits can be done. And it's also going to take time before these tokens can be distributed from their initial marketing wallet, creator wallet, and liquidity pools, right? So rugcheck.xyz is a great one to check. Also, make sure you corroborate it with the DEX score. I like to go for things above 50, 55. And obviously, once it hits 99, then nothing's certain in this game. But once it hits 99, okay, cool, this is probably a safe point to go into. So, boom, I've gone into potato. How would I actually decide where I'm going to pull out? Easy, I'll just get my fibs, go from swing high to swing low, begin averaging down from the 50% level. Boom, done, easy. And then just make lines at 50%, 618, 702, and 786, right? Boom, and there we have it. We've got points at which I'm going to average down, right? Quite clearly. Cool. I want to make sure this percentage gain is sufficient to warrant the trade as well. Yep, I think like 70%. That's a nice trade, Let's see the last time it made this move. How quickly did it do it, right? Made this move in, okay, cool. It did 70% in 15, 20 minutes. So, when people are talking about, things like stocks, which I have done in the past, I just think I can't get excited about 15% in a day. It doesn't excite me. I need it. I can't. It's like, that's basically, I just see that as slightly better than inflation. Hence why I believe, crypto is one of the best assets in the world. But now you guys see exactly how you can start, scraping off your profits. By the time you get to 50%, you can take out your initial, leave the rest to run, and then you can just keep scraping off from the top here. Of course, always do your own research. It's not financial advice. This is how I like to go about trading. Of course, you can also see, okay, is there a bullish flag forming, right? Is there a period of resistance here, right? And is there a downward trend line that's been broken, right? Boom. Okay, cool. That's a nice That's a decent amount of resistance that we can see there. And you can see here, like initially, this was actually resistance when this coin first came out. Well, actually, it broke past it, used it as support, right, a couple times, went even higher, bounced off it. You can see some wicks here, literally telling us this is an interesting zone, a zone of interest. You can see we got that wick telling us here. Remember, guys, popular saying I heard when I started on this journey is that the money is in the wicks, right? So let's get that bread, and let's make sure you keep an eye out for these wicks. Even here, even these bounces, could have just paid what? Look at that, 60% in about 12 minutes. You know what I mean? This gets me excited. Nothing else really. Very few things. So look, we can see here this downward trend line has actually been broken. And we can see a bullish flag pattern forming, right? Because there was sufficient downward momentum, and now it's actually come to a halt. Here's the RSI. Okay, cool. What do we love about the RSI? The RSI follows a fundamental law of nature. You all know what I'm about to say if you've been here enough times. If an object can only go in two directions and it wishes to change direction, it must first of all come to a halt. That's a law of nature that goes with any object. Just imagine a car that can only go forward and back. It can only accelerate and decelerate. There's no steering wheel, right? In order for it to reverse, right, it must first come to a stop. And of course, price follows those boundaries, right? It follows those metrics. Why? Because it can only go in two directions, up or down. And in order for it to change directions, it must first of all come to a complete halt. And this is precisely what the RSI measures. Because as far as I'm concerned, the RSI is a momentum indicator, and momentum indicators are the only indicators that are leading indicators. Some other ones may give you leading signals, but I think the momentum indicators are most by their very nature leading indicators as opposed to lagging indicators, right? So you can see here, this trend line has been broken. Why has it been broken? Because there's been sufficient bullish momentum around this region. Okay, cool. Next up, I'm going to give you guys, in fact, let me go to I'm going to go to a method of filtration that was provided to me by ChatGPT. I basically asked, how can I find meme coins that are ideal? Member of our community he found a coin using this filtration system, and that coin did about 6x within 24 hours, and that's not a standalone occurrence. Coins that show up with this filtration system tend to be very, very profitable because we can capture them when they're low, and of course, because of the mathematical multiples, right, when it comes to market cap, they can quite quickly and easily run up. So let me get this all down for you guys. What is this precise filtration system? Let's get it. Well, firstly, the maximum fully diluted value is 500,000, right? That's max, right? And the fully diluted value, ideally, you want it to be identical to the market cap. Why? Because if the fully diluted value is different, that means there's some coins that haven't been dropped yet. And what happens when those coins drop into the circulating supply? Well, you understand, I'm sure we all understand that the concept of supply and demand, and that value is in its very core scarcity. Things are valued because they are scarce. As far as I'm concerned, in my mind as a technical operative, scarcity is value, right? Maximum pair age, 48 hours. We don't want anything that's already, because if after 48 hours, if it's a good coin, chances are the market cap is already above 1 million, and the mathematical multiples become essentially, they become further away. You kind of want them to be closer together, from my understanding. Maybe saying this the other way around, but really and truly, when the market cap is smaller, that means there's more room to boot. Okay, number of 24-hour transactions, at least 100. That's quite a high amount for a coin that hasn't been around for that long, basically. So you want at least 100 transactions. That means there's growing interest. Volume minimum at least 5,000, right? Okay, and 6-hour change minimum of 5%. You want to make sure that this coin is actually getting some traction. And minimum 1 hour change, at least 2%. You want to make sure there's sufficient liquidity. You click apply, and then of course you do your own research on the coins that you see here, right? As you can see, ideally you'd go for the ones that are down. Let's look at this tomato coin. Might get into this one now, or maybe sometime soon. Okay, cool. Shoot a tomato, a single tomato, tomato, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's just a tomato. Okay, I'm bullish on this. Why? Because they haven't promised anything. Remember, the level of expectation in every aspect of life is always proportional to your level or rather, the level of disappointment is always equally proportional to your level of expectation. The only way to make sure you're never disappointed in life or in anything is to make sure you never have expectations. But how difficult is that for the human animal? Anyway, moving on. Let's see what else we can get using this filtration system. Yep, I can see here it's still on. There's one called, oh, look at that. Potato. I was just talking about the tomato. Can't believe this. So I was just talking about the I was just talking about the potato coin, and I just found the tomato coin. And now someone has sort of, I don't know, I guess put them together to make two potatoes, and they've called it two-tato. Can't make this stuff up, guys. All right, let's see what this is about. Two potato, XYZ. So two potatoes. Yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Two potatoes. Why not invest in it? But of course, always do your own research, guys. And it's one of those coins with a very low amount. These guys are very interesting. What they're doing is they're making sure a coin has very little circulating supply so that people are tempted to ape in. Because when people see like, what? The price is 4,462? Is that as if that really makes any difference when the only difference is really the percentage growth or loss of the market cap? And that's really what affects the price. If of course, the circulating supply stays the same. So people will be like, whoa, this is 4,462. Maybe I should buy one and let me put in, 4.5 grams into this. People will actually think this, but of course, they're none the wiser. So I'm already kind of bullish on this potato coin. Let's see what else this filtration system is giving us. I don't know. Okay, some people may know this. My name is Jeff Meme. I can't even remember what movie that's from. Is it The Hangover or Superbad?
No.
Yeah, it's one popular movie. But the one with with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. I remember watching that movie. Okay, just look at what just happened there, right? Me and Larry, we had a conversation about that. Boom, ended up with some chuckles. That is why I'm bullish on this as well. Do you get it? Because that same interaction or similar interaction will happen hundreds of times between communities of degenerate meme coin traders on the Solana network. And they'll be like, hey, do you know what? That made us laugh. Let's put some money into it. And if you're there first, then guess what? You get to ride that wave. And that's literally it. And it makes so much sense for this meme coin generation to exist, because it's not like the financial system, like the traditional financial system we have in place in the world right now, is any more serious than this, right? So why not invest in a meme coin? But of course, this is not financial advice, and do your own research. Okay, cool. So you can see there's quite a lot of stuff here. I'm going to look at what's down. Yepe. Okay, it sounds to me like Pepe. It might just be a spin-off. This came out 21 minutes ago, right? What am I going to do? I'm going to go onto Rug Check, and then I'm going to go onto, see, I've got Rug Check open here. I'm going to go onto Rug Check. Let's refresh with Potato and see what it says. It might still be danger, but remember the deck score of Potato is quite higher. Just want to see if this, look at that, guys. You've seen it here first. This just said danger. I went into it when it said danger because the DEX tool score was still sufficient, right? Now, the DEX tool score may have stayed the same, but now they've distributed enough tokens and it's become more decentralized. So RugCheck is saying, now it's good. You understand, guys, right? It's been, and I mean, this stream is only typically an hour long. So we know in less than an hour, this has gone from being a dangerous coin to be, or a risky coin, like a clearly risky coin based on token allocation, to a good coin. Well, with regards to risk, of course. I'm not saying good as in it's going to 10x, but I just mean now it's less likely to rug. Okay, cool. Now we know that. Let's go back to analyzing Yepe and seeing what this is about. So let's go to rugcheck.xyz once again. Now I feel even more confident about my potato position. Never thought I'd say those words in my life. Anyway, let's see what this is telling us. How dangerous is this Yepe? Okay, it's quite dangerous. Top 10 holders or top, I think this is top 10 holders. Yeah, they've got 57% of the supply. That's quite dangerous, right? But remember, we've just seen that the rug check score can change. Okay, it's very new, came out 23 minutes ago, so it doesn't even have a DEX tool score. So I'd probably want to see some more price action on this before thinking of getting into it.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this here. This is my filtration mechanism, right? And this is something that was created using artificial intelligence, right? So minimum liquidity was 1,000, right? Maximum fully diluted value was 500,000 max, right? And I swear, the coins I see on these that are down, once I go through rug check and Dex tools, and I see they're less likely to rug, a lot of them will always bust. They'll do like, they'll do like 50%, they can do 2x. Once it does 2x, take out your initial, leave the rest to run and do the same and repeat. And who knows, you may just see something like a dog with hat, which does crazy amounts, like thousands of percent in months. Cool. I think I'll leave it there. I'll just leave this filtration system up here for you guys so you can see it all. Of course, play this back, right? It's going to scroll slowly so you can see. And that's some very, very valuable alpha for you guys. Like this, if you apply enough pressure to an initiative using these metrics, I have certainly been profitable, and this profitability has been repeatable. So I'll just leave that there. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there for today. Do you wanna keep just talking through mine? Is that easier for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's take any questions. We wrap up.
I got a question.
Yeah, go on.
Since you have like so many websites, like which one are you actually trading on, like all them?
So we trade, as I said before, we mainly trade on Jupiter, which is a Solana DEX. So Jupiter is our DEX of choice to trade. We do not use centralized exchanges at all. Left centralized exchanges in October 2023.
And like Jupiter supports all those other coins that like are coming out like recently and all
that. Jupiter is a Solana DEX, so only coins on Solana are on Jupiter.
So how do you like trade the other coins that are coming out?
I don't.
If you want to, like, how would you do it, like the other ones?
The point is, okay. Let me be real with you. I've built 98% of my wealth through not trading, and if you go to my Instagram, I posted an $18,000 screenshot, and I break down that $18,000 or $15,000 profit was made through a $3 investment. The problem is people want to overtrade, and that's why they don't make any money. The biggest money in the world is made, not traded. The biggest money in the world is bought by buying assets low and holding them and being patient and then selling them when they're high. So I only trade these days on Jupiter DEX, and if a coin isn't available, then I'm just not going to trade it because 90% of my portfolio is untraded, and I'm just holding spot positions to the top of the bull market. However, I will recommend an exchange if you want to go centralized. I just believe in decentralization. If you want a good exchange to do trades, and again, biggest mistake people make is they overtrade. They think that 10x leverage is going to get them rich. It's not. But if you want a good centralized exchange, I think Binance is great. For almost every single coin that you can think of on a centralized exchange. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thanks.
Manib, you wanted to know something about Bitcoin halving?
Yeah, would it be right now or after this on the dojo call? Maybe if you are free.
Sorry?
If you are free right now, or maybe in the dojo call.
What is it you wanted to know about the Bitcoin halving?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to. I was analyzing the all those halving cycles, and I'm sorry. So I was like, I was analyzing the Bitcoin halving charts, and we generally have the narrative of the when the Bitcoin halving is. I mean, is when it is at that point of time. There is a retracement after that, right?
Okay, I'm gonna unfortunately kill what you're saying, right? Bitcoin halving is not a good narrative for why the price is going up. The absolute reason why crypto is going up is because crypto follows tech stocks. And the Bitcoin halving happens to just follow since the past 4 years the election cycle, right? The American election cycle. The Bitcoin halving is not the catalyst for cryptocurrency and Bitcoin going up. It is something that, this is my opinion, right? And others will disagree. But I do not overly pay attention to Bitcoin halving. The thing that I pay attention to is global liquidity and the state of the stock market. I promise you, if the stock market crashed, doesn't matter about Bitcoin halving. If the Nasdaq, specifically top 100 US tech, take a pullback, doesn't matter about Bitcoin halving. Cryptocurrency prices follow the stock market, and that is my consensus. That is blockchain backers' consensus. That is Gareth Soloway's consensus, right? That's the master investors' consensus. In my opinion, and again, do your own research, because I'm not a financial advisor, the catalyst for cryptocurrency price action is always tech stocks. So I actually don't pay attention to the Bitcoin halving a lot. And by definition, if you just follow the Bitcoin halving, you'd be incorrect, because what's supposed to happen is the market is supposed to, the bull market is only supposed to start before the Bitcoin halving. But mathematically speaking, and if you look at price action, the Bitcoin, the bull market's already started. And retail focusing on the Bitcoin halving is the reason why a lot of retail missed out on this massive boom. Because I remember you asked me, like with Engine Coin, you asked me, when do you think it's going to go up? You know, when, what is my analysis? And I said, I don't care when it's going to go up. It is going to go up. And what happened? It went up by a lot. So don't focus on Bitcoin halving, in my opinion. It doesn't affect cryptocurrency price action.
No, I mean, my question was slightly based on the retracement, that when the halving occurs and there is slight retracement, right? So I was analyzing, I mean, there is this narrative about retracements at every halving, after the heavy halving, and a slightly price comes down and then goes up. So I was seeing, like in the past cycles, there have been only one cycle where we have seen a slight good retracement, and that is at the time of COVID dump, right? And before that, whenever the halving has occurred, there have been no significant retracements in the prices.
The recording has
that's
stopped.
what I wanted to say, and I wanted to know your opinion on that.
Again, my opinion is I don't care about the halving that much. That's my opinion. My opinion is that every day I pay attention to global macro trickling into the stock market, trickling into commodities prices and global liquidity, and that's how I come up with cryptocurrency price action theses. I don't pay attention to the halving much, and that's why I don't have much of an opinion, because I think that this halving narrative is a distraction, is a big distraction for retail.
Okay, got my answer.
You guys on a dojo.
Yes, see you guys in the dojo call. Thank you very
you.
much, Kevin, for attending. Dublin, Ken, appreciate you guys. Temerson, appreciate you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers.